What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Xenny Trap, and I'm back with another video, man. If you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video. I will appreciate it. Today we got P. Diddy apologizes in court and reveals who betrayed him. So without further ado, let's get straight to this video, man. King.
Well, he is now going to have to stand trial in court and face the rest of the accusations against him, the members of his inner circle. Crazy thing is that it's someone he thought was in this inner circle that betrayed him and led to his arrest. It could be any of them. One of them has been called Diddy's Ghislaine Maxwell, and another is also linked to the death of Michael Jackson. Diddy himself is to blame for this betrayal because of what he did to Cassie. Let me show you what I mean. P. Diddy apologizes for attacking Cassie Ventura. On the 17th of September 2024, Diddy was arrested in New York City following his indictment by a federal grand jury. He's accused of a whole heap of crimes, including sex trafficking and racketeering. Diddy has been to court for previous crimes already, though, and leaked footage has shown his violence to the world, which forced him to apologize. Although his alleged criminal activity has been going on since the early 2000s, the whole thing came to light in November last year when his ex-girlfriend Cassandra Ventura sued him. The reason she took legal action against him was due to years of abuse she said she suffered at his hands. However, regardless of the severity of the crime she accused him of, the whole case was settled very quickly. In fact, it only lasted a day. Back in November 2023, after just one day of court proceedings, Diddy announced that the case was settled. He publicly commented on the situation and said, "We have decided to solve this matter amicably, and I wish Cassie and her family all the best." We don't know exactly what he meant by amicably since the whole thing was kept under wraps, but we can guess it had something to do with him paying her a lot of money. So, although he got away with that one, it's hard to believe he's really innocent, especially since there's video footage that shows him literally attacking her and other footage which shows him apologizing for it. If you were wrongfully accused of a crime, you wouldn't say sorry for it, would you? To understand his most recent indictment, the Cassie Ventura case, is of the utmost importance because it highlights and gives examples of very similar crimes to the more recent ones he's been accused of. Cassie accused Diddy of subjugating her to a relationship that consisted of sexual and physical abuse that lasted years. In the suit she filed against him, she alleged that Diddy brought her into his ostentatious, fast-paced, drug-fueled lifestyle, which was right after he first met her all the way back in 2005, when she was 19 and he was 37. The lawsuit also claimed that Diddy was prone to uncontrollable rage, which often led to severe beatings where he allegedly punched, kicked, and stomped on her. Unfortunately, that's not all. That lawsuit also says that Diddy supplied her with drugs and forced her to have sex with other men while he masturbated and filmed it. We can all agree these are heinous crimes, and although Diddy and his lawyer deny them, there is video evidence that supports her claims that the abuse did happen. Remember, the lawsuit was settled back in November 2023, and that footage, which is said to be from 2016, was leaked in May 2024, nearly 7 months after the lawsuit in which Diddy claimed to be innocent of all crimes Cassie accused him of. When the lawsuit was first filed, Diddy's lawyer said, "For the past 6 months, Combs has been subjected to Ms. Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million, which means she made the whole thing up for money." He even called the whole thing blatant blackmail. He then goes on to say, despite withdrawing her initial threat, Ms. Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday. It's safe to say that her lawsuit wasn't baseless, since we've literally seen him abusing her. Anyway, after that footage came out, Diddy released this apology video.
I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
He then goes on to say he takes full responsibility for his actions in that video. It's all well and good he's admitting his mistakes, but it's a bit suspicious that he at first denied all allegations and only said sorry when there was direct evidence of his crimes. In other words, he was only sorry he was caught. And a lot of people online see it that way too. The comments on his apology video were flooded with people saying the same thing. One guy wrote, "This is an example of someone who is not truly sorry for the misdeed. He's only sorry he got caught." Another said, "If you're sorry, go to jail for it." And a third wrote, "The stress he's going through has gotten him to start looking like Shrek." The lawsuit filed against him by Cassie quoted a speech given by Diddy at the 2022 BET Awards in which he thanked her for holding me down in the dark times, love.
Yeah, and also Cassie for holding me down in the dark times, love.
From what we've seen, it looks like it was more him who was holding her down, but anyway, the video shows him acting very weirdly, and somebody commented that it looks like he's on ecstasy. From the sheer amount he's sweating and telling everyone he loves them, they could be right. What's also interesting about his BET speech is that he not only thanked Cassie, but many others who were involved in his accused crimes. One of them is his lawyer, who's played a key role in keeping him out of jail. Another is a bishop, who's now been accused of being involved in the whole scandal.
So I gotta give a special thank you to the people that was really like there for me. Bishop T.D. Jakes,
And he also thanks his chief of staff, Christina Coram.
My chief of staff, Christina Coram, KK.
People now think she's to Diddy what Ghislaine Maxwell was to Jeffrey Epstein. But before we get into that, let's talk about how Diddy got a bishop, as well as many other high-ranking individuals involved in his wrongdoings. Lil Rod vs. Sean Combs. In February 2024, one of Diddy's ex-employees, a well-known R&B producer called Rodney Jones, also known as Lil Rod, filed his own lawsuit against Diddy, which took the case to a whole new level. This was mainly due to the extensive detail he added to the story of Diddy's criminal history, as well as the sheer caliber of the names he associated with him. As we mentioned, one of them was a bishop by the name of T.D. Jakes, who Diddy said was really there for me. Since Diddy loves to talk about God, you might assume that his relationship with the bishop would be based on religion, but like most things with Diddy, there's another side to it. T.D. Jakes is a Dallas megachurch pastor as well as a motivational speaker. He's got a massive social media following and is a very influential figure. He's been mentioned in Lil Rod's official lawsuit, which says there is irrefutable evidence that Diddy tried to leverage his relationship with the bishop to soften the impact on his public image of Cassie Ventura's lawsuit. That's not all. T.D. Jakes was also accused in December 2023 of being involved in Diddy's sex parties. Although the reports were unverified, the bishop publicly responded to it in a now deleted Christmas live stream. In his defense, he said, "The worst that could happen if everything was true, all I got to do is repent sincerely from my heart." As Diddy's lawsuit progresses, we're guaranteed to find out more about his role in the whole thing. But he's certainly not the only big name that Lil Rod has implicated. If you're wondering who Lil Rod is, according to the lawsuit, he's a musical prodigy who's produced and created a commercial marketplace for music that has been recorded by some of the most prestigious and highly acclaimed artists in music history. In other words, he's an up-and-coming star in the world of music production. Rod started out his career in the Southside Chicago music scene, and around August 2022, he received a call from Sean Diddy Combs. According to the lawsuit, the call from Diddy was a request for Rod to produce a few songs on an R&B album titled The Love Album Off the Grid. It sounds pretty innocent, doesn't it? But the love Diddy was talking about wasn't what Rod expected. He agreed, and has said his life has never been the same since. Since Rod only started working for Diddy at the end of 2022, he'd only
Whatever your moves, bring them with new extreme passion fruit. Move, sons. Not for persons under the age of 18.
really be able to give evidence for crimes committed since then. So if what he's saying is true, then these allegations aren't from a dark time in Diddy's earlier life like he suggested. It means they are very recent and likely still ongoing. From September 2022 until November 2023, which is coincidentally when Cassie Ventura's one-day lawsuit was filed and then resolved, Rod produced 9 songs on Diddy's Love album. During that period, he's...
If you guys new to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video. I will appreciate it. And I'm going to see you guys on the next video, man. Peace.